welcome back to RLD Design and Innovation. Hope you're all having a great time this weekend. I know I am. Just got back from visiting one of my children up in college. Had a wonderful weekend. It's in the East Coast, and weather's starting to get a little cooler, so leaves are turning, so it was very picturesque going up there. Reason I'm having another video today is while away I received a whole bunch of emails about capturing and tracing pictures in the Xtool S1 with the camera, so I figured let me just send out a quick video and I could show you how it works. So pretty much here's a quick drawing I just threw out together a little while ago. We're going to trace that and then just put together like a little symmetrical design. So let's get going and do this. So let me go into the app. Here's Lightburn. I'm going to put in here the picture. We'll try to get it straight, but it doesn't matter because when let me go into camera, we can always adjust it once it's traced in there. So we're going to update the overlay. There you go. Now I'm going to trace. We're going to go right in here. Again, this is live, so if I make mistakes, you see it as well as I do. What I'm going to do, this is a little picture in here. You see it's a little crooked. We'll fix that in a sec. So what I'm going to do is just highlight what I want. I have it pretty much set where I wanted it already. I'm going to go right about here. So you adjust this bottom for how much of the little items you're going to trace. That looks good to me. Maybe bring this in just a little tad. We're going to say trace it, and there you go. Whoop, there's the item. Okay, let me take this picture out so it's a little less noise in the background per se. So let me update the overlay so you only see the picture. While that's doing that, as you can see, here we are. You know, I'm thinking, you know, maybe we'll put this on a cutting board. Just to imagine that. So I'm going to make this a little smaller. But you know what? This little bird that's drawn here, I don't like it over here because I have to use too much space on the cutting board. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to click, ungroup. Okay, now I'm going to highlight the little bird that's in here. I'm just going to move it around. Remember, think about if this was drawn by one of your children. Okay, that looks great. I'm going to regroup this because I like that. Group it. Now I'm going to just move this on the side. Okay, I'm going to take this design and put it in here and scan it. Now this could be your cutting board. It could just be an item that you want to cut out. But let me just get that in here and we'll see. So okay, envision this either being your cutting board, whichever. Then you can put your image on here and boom, it'll draw. But let's do it this way. I'm going to scan it. I mean trace it. So I'm going to go to trace. There you go. Okay, it's pretty much set up pretty good. Let me see. I only want this piece traced in here. Well, no, I don't want that. Let me go over a little more. I was too shy. Again, this is live, so if I make a mistake, it's recorded. You got me. Okay, there we go. That's good. Where I have it set for the bottom control is fine. Now, there's the item. I'm going to take, again, like I did before, I'm going to take the picture out. I'm going to update the overlay so we don't see it. And the reason why it keeps going back to console, if you notice, let me go there for a second, show you. When you open the lid, you have error open. That is a code that comes from the laser. I keep saying one printer. Comes from the laser that lets the software know, hey, your lid is open. That is why I created a couple of these macros here, disable lid sensors. So if I disable it, you won't see the error anymore. But luckily, I also modified the G code. So when you do start laser engraving, if you had this disabled by mistake, it automatically gets re-enabled from the software. That's how I have it set up right now so that, you know, we want safety, and that's number one here. So we're going to go right here, and you say, you know what, this is a little cockeyed. It's a little crooked. I'm going to just turn a little bit how I want that image to be. Then you say, you know what, I like that. I'm also going to think that this is going to be cut out on a piece of basswood or walnut, whatever you like. I'm going to make that my black layer. Okay? This red, this image over here, rather, I'm going to make that my red layer. I'm going to engrave that. Okay, then I'm going to put that over here. You say, you know what? I like it. It's just a little too big. I want to just put it right like that because now I'm going to add some text in here. Let me add some text. I'm just going to put today's date so I know. I remember when the child did this. We'll say that. And I'm going to say it's Bobby did this. Okay, and you say, wow, I like that. Awesome. I'm going to go back here, go back to the arrow, go right here. And you know, it's a little too big. Whoop, there you go. Made it a little smaller. let's see, keep going there. We'll put it right around here. And you can change it. You can manipulate it, whatever you like. I'm going to leave it right there. So right now, if I adjusted the power for cutting and all that, but for the engraving, but I'm going to put this on top because you want to do your engraving first. Black would be cutting. So obviously we do here, you go into red, you change your speed, your power for whatever you like for engraving. Same thing for cutting. You go in here, change it for cutting from the speed to the power. Then when you went to do it, I'm just going to show you simulation. It would look like this. So you have the image that your child drew. It would be cut out by this beautiful symmetric design that we drew. So you would have that. So again, think the possibilities for where you can put images in here from someone that drew, or a photograph. Say you have a picture of a house, or you went somewhere in the mountains and took a beautiful picture of an animal or landscape. You can then engrave that in here. And then again, if you wanted to have a nice, pretty, symmetrical design that you drew as the shape of the cutout, you scan it again like I did, trace it, and then from there, you can cut it out. And if you notice there's two lines here, when we traced it, it does the inner and the outer of that little image. So you can actually, how I broke it up before, when I went in here and I said ungroup, say I do ungroup just to show you, I can go in here and say I don't want this one. I can then delete that one and go from there. I'm not going to do it because I like the double edge. You can break them up and you can just have that one. So anyway, just wanted to show you some different capabilities with this. The other thing is, remember I talked about the camera package, finalizing pricing this week with the vendor, with the manufacturer I should say. So those that have emailed me, I'll be sending it out to you this week. And again, if you're interested, you'll see my email after this. Eventually, I will have it on an Etsy store, so we'll go from there. So again, thank you so much. Have a rest of a wonderful weekend. Again, thank you for joining, and please subscribe to the channel. Many more videos coming, and we're getting better as we go along. All right, thank you. Bye-bye.